Hi everyone, let us start with lab 9. So lab 9 is about Java Persistence API, that is CRUD operations, that is create, read, update and delete record from table. Okay, this operations, 4 operations we are going to do. For this, let us create the project, file, new project. Here we are going to do with Java with Ant, Java application, click Java application, click next, give the project name as CRUD, C-U-R-D, okay. So the main class name as main, okay. This in front of that you can write CRUD.main, CURD dot main. Okay, project name is not a valid folder. Okay, sorry. CURD, CURD. Finish. Once it is finished, the main class will be open. Public class CURD Java main will be open. Now what we are going to do is we are going to the service tab. Here we are going to connect this database, JDBC Derby localhost 1527 Sun App Server, this one. So right click the database and click connect. Once it is connected, click the other schemas and click the app and right click on table to create a new table. Okay, give the table name as employee. Since I already have an employee, I'm going to give it as EMP. Add column. Here we are going to add 3 columns. One is ID, the type is integer, okay, and this is the primary key for our table. Click primary, automatically null will be unchecked. Click OK. Next, again you add a column. The column name is name, whereas we are going to give it a string there, but for string in database, this Derby database, varchar is the equivalent. See, I have just varchar. Next, what I have to do is varchar, size of the varchar is 40. That is for name I am giving the size is 40. It can be null. Okay, next I am going to add one more column. The column name is surname. Okay, the surname is also varchar. Bring it down, yes, it is here, varchar. Next, size for this also it is 40. Done, click OK. Okay, now I have created. Now you click OK. So now the table will be displayed under here. See, I have 3 ID, name and surname, 3 columns I have. I can just right click and ask to view data. Okay, it is here. Just click here and do that one again, so that view data, it will be displayed here. You can see there is no data available in the database. Okay, not even a single line is there. It is an empty table. Okay, so now come back to your project. We have created the database and there is nothing in the database. Now after coming back here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the persistent unit. Okay, right click, because for writing into the database, so here we can come for other. Here you can click P so that the persistence will come. I'm going to click the persistent unit. Next. Okay, here the our persistent unit name is CRUD PU. Connect with the database. Okay, and click create. Next, finish. Actually this persistent unit will help you to communicate with the database. It acts as a bridge between your object and the database. So now everything is here. Click the source file and see. Here you'll get the name of the thing and what database we are using, what is the username, what is the password. Everything will be stored here. After completing the persistent unit, next I am going to see here our driver. Okay, JDBC driver is client driver. Okay, if you check, so let me go and add the libraries here. Right click, add library, database Java, database driver, add library. So the relevant library will be added into your libraries. Now coming back to your project, right click on the project, click new. I'm going to create entity class from database because already table is created in the database. For already created table in the database, I am going to create an entity class. Entity class is the class where we are going to create, usually what we will do, whatever name our table has will be the name of our entity class. Before, whatever name we are creating the entity class, in the same name table will be created. Now we have already created the table. Now if you say entity class for database means the entity class will be created with the same name. For me, my database table name is EMP. See here what it happens. Now come here, click the available table and click add. EMP is my table. Click add. Next. Here I just want generate named query annotations for the persistent field, and let me add my package name as entities, TITIES, in CRUD package entities. Here my database name is EMP, class name is EMP, and generation. Maybe if you want you can change the class name here. I don't want to change the class names here. Okay, so now next, click next. Here just use common names and relationship. Click this one, and collection type I want it as list. Okay, then click finish. That's all. Our entity class is created. EMP entity class is created. See here, emp.java. This is the thing, and all the named queries, everything is added. See here, this is our named queries. Name, find all. So find all by ID, find by name, find by surname. We have 3 fields. This means it will get all the records. This means you can say the ID. By that ID you can find, by name you can find, and by surname you can find. Here we will be having fields ID, and here we will be having fields ID, name, and surname. So in table, at column heading, capital NAME, capital ID, and capital surname will be there. But here it will be ID, name, and surname. Okay. Now let us come back to our CRUD.java. Okay, main program. So let us come to our main. Here whatever and all I'm going to do is, now I'm going to create entity manager factory. So entity entity manager factory. This will help us to write into the database. Entity manager will help to write into our database. All these entity classes will be from the persistence. So persistence, persistence dot. Okay, create entity manager factory of, what is the persistence unit name here? I forgot the name, so let us go and find the name. Persistence unit, so CRUD PU, Control C. Even if you forgot, you can go and take from there. Okay, Control C, Control V at the end put. Okay, next, see here I have a error. Click and import entity manager factory. Okay, now next what I'm going to do is entity manager. Entity manager, 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 em is equal to entity manager factory dot create entity manager. So we have created both. So once it is created, now you have to add entity manager also. So entity manager. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the transaction. I said entity manager will help us to write into the database em dot get transaction. Okay, em dot get transaction dot begin. Okay, so now I have started the transaction. So first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the create operation. Okay, that means I'm going to write a record into the database. So create, 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 operation, create operation. The first step in create operation is, okay, before create operation here itself, let me create an object for our entity. So employee is equal to new emp of. Okay, so here I have to import the entity. Okay, so now first operation is creation operations. How I'm going to create the record? I'm going to set the values. Okay, employee dot set. For id I'm giving the value, id value is integer, so 1 I'm giving. Okay, next employee dot set y employee dot, yes, set name. Let me give the name as Suma. Yeah, next employee employee dot set surname. Set surname as Ahmad. Okay, so now I have set all the values. Next I want to write these values into the database. Okay, that is in database, in my table I have to write all these values. So how I am going to do that one? Em is our entity manager dot persist. Persist means write. Okay, what I am going to write? My employee, employee, that is object for the entity class. Once it is written, I have to once I have written everything, I have to commit the transaction. Em dot get transaction. I have begun the transaction. Now I have to commit the transaction. So commit, finished. Now the written work is over. So now let us see first what is our values in our table. Nothing is here. Now let us run this project and see what will happen. Just click here. I have saved. Now run the project. So what happens now? The running is fine. Now come and refresh your table. See that Sumaya Ahmad is already written in the table. Now what I am going to do is, once I have written everything into the table, now I want to read the table. But when you are going to read the table, if you are not going to comment these lines, where is it? If you are not going to comment the creation part, what it will do, again when it runs, it will again set ID as 1 and Sumaya Ahmad and and if you go and write into that one, what will happen? Again, a duplicate record will set, and it won't allow to set because it is the primary key. So what we are going to do is we are going to comment these lines to read the table. Okay, till here I am going to comment the line. So creation operation is over. Let us go for read operation. Okay, READ, read, OPERATION, read operation. So for reading the operation, what I am going to do is, let me bring from here, create for read operation. Control C. I have already finished the project, so let us do this here. Control V. Okay, so for list, let me click here and create class employee in package CRUD. Why, what happens here? List. Okay, our list is EMP, not employee. EMP list, named query of, because that is employee. EMP, here also it is EMP, get result of. Okay, that's all. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, this is also EMP. So now I have created a list, because we have told in, I think so, in persistent only, no, list we have created, no, where we have created the list. Okay. Okay, now coming to CRUD Java list, I'm creating a list. EMP is equal to EM create named query EM find all EMP dot class. That means we are going to find all the things in the thing and we are putting into the list. First for one record, okay, till how many records are there, that is, it is creating an object, list of object EMP, okay, that is entity class. For one record it will go. For emp, I am creating an object OO till the end of the EMT list. Okay, first record it will take, it will print. Second record if it is there, it will take and it will print. Okay, like that it will happen. So now it will take, just we have only one record. Let us see how it prints. See, ID, name Sumaya and surname is Ahmad. So now this operation is over. Now let us go back and comment this operation also, and let us go, and actually no need to comment this one, it is just going to read, it is not going to change anything. So now let us go back and do your third operation. Your third operation is update operation. So update operation, what we are going to do, we are going to find a record with the same ID. Okay, I'm going to find a record with the ID which I'm going to give, and Control V, Control is it? Control C here, coming to CRUD, Control V. See what I have done, employee dot set ID is equal to 1. set name is equal to Muhammad. Employee dot set surname is equal to safe. If I'm giving ID as 1, what it will go? It will go, because it is a primary key, it cannot be duplicated. It will come to the same place and it will check the ID. Here it is 1. So it will automatically change surname Sumaya and Ahmad. Let us see how it works. See. Now save and run the project. See here, I have not that read operation is already open, so it is here. See what happens. Now refresh the table and see Muhammad and Saif is displayed here. Now let us go back and do our fourth operation, which is delete operation. delete delete operation. For deleting operation also we have to comment the lines which is used for update operation. Okay, so now delete operation, what we have to do, we have to find the record and we have to delete the record. Okay, we have to delete the record and we have to close all your everything. Let us do this one. CRUD Java, coming here, Control C, Control V. See, I'm creating an object for our entity class, that is for our table, EMP. Okay, employee EM, that is entity manager. Find, I'm going to find the key which has primary key 1. After finding that record, I am removing em.remove of E. Once it is removed, I have to commit the transaction, get transaction dot commit. After committing the transaction, I am closing the entity manager and entity manager factory. So now save this program and run and see what happens. First it will display because our read operation comes before this. Then let us come and refresh the table and see. See, now our table is not having a single record. First we write a record, that is create a record. Next we read the record. Next we modify the record. Now last part we deleted the record from our table in database. With this our program is over.